I want to talk to you about TransUnion credit cards for bad credit from banks. So number one, I want you to really think about BMO. So if you're looking for a TransUnion credit card for bad credit, think about BMO Platinum credit card. And the cool thing about the BMO Platinum credit card is that they will accept you if you have a FICO score that starts at 500 to 525. Okay, and it really helps if you have an existing relationship with BMO at the banking, at the checking or banking level. Okay, maybe you have a bank account, you have a checking account or a savings account with BMO Harris. And so you want to go for the BMO Platinum credit card. And this card actually, if you are approved, they probably will start you with a credit limit that starts at about $1,000 and can go all the way to $5,000. Now, the more responsibly you use the card and the more you improve your FICO score, they will actually, they will improve, they will beef up your limit over time. And this can go all the way to $25,000 or even to $50,000. The cool thing about this card is that you have 0% intro APR on purchases for 15 months from account opening date. So what happens here is that when you actually start using the card, you're not paying anything. But just remember that the 0% intro APR only applies to purchases. It does not apply to balance transfers, even though there are some states, because BMO is a geographically oriented bank. There are some states where they also do the 0% intro APR on balance transfers, but also on purchases. Okay, so you have to really double check the states where you're at and to see if they run such a program there. But the card is great because you have a $0 annual fee, so there's no annual fee. Okay, and the APR after the intro period sort of runs off, the APR is kind of decent. You're looking at 18% to 26%. So that's really good from a flexibility point of view. And now you also might want to think about the BMO Boost Secured credit card. And this is actually this card is great for you if for any reason you do not get approved for the BMO Platinum credit card, which is unsecured. You can actually apply for the BMO Boost Secured credit card that will really help you beef up your credit and then upgrade later on. So that's fine too. If you're looking for a TransUnion credit card for bad credit, I want you to think about Regions this year. And with Regions, you want to think about Regions Life Visa credit card. So this is actually a card that will approve you for let's say an introductory limit of $1,500, and Regions want you to have a FICO score minimum of 500 to 550, and also be a current customer. Okay, there is no limit as to how long you have to be a customer to apply for this card. But the cool thing is that the longer your relationship with Regions, the better. And the card you want to go for, once again, is called the Regions Life Visa credit card. Now, what is this card all about? Well, the card actually allows you to have to enjoy actually a longer introductory interest rate to help you manage your finances and also stuff in life, right? So kind of similar to a BMO. Basically, you have 15 months with a 0% interest. So that's really good. And 15 months on purchases and balance transfers. So again, it's very similar to BMO. This program is similar to BMO, and you have the ability to earn cash back. So this card actually is possible to earn cash. It is possible to earn cash back or with the Regions. That's really good. And after the promo period, the APR goes from 17% to 27%. Okay. Now there is a balance transfer fee, something that BMO doesn't have, but Regions does have it. So it's 0% balance transfer fee, but it's 0% to have the rate for balance transfers, but there is a 4% fee on balance transfers. There is a $10 balance transfer fee or 4% of the amount of the balance transferred, whichever is greater. So something to really think about, especially if you are thinking about transferring a large amount. You're trying to consolidate debt, and you're trying to really, maybe you think that Regions is now the bank for you, and you are trying to really send everything their way. So just be aware of the conditions. Okay. There's also a late payment fee that goes all the way to $39. If you're looking for a TransUnion credit, if you're looking for TransUnion credit cards for bad credit from banks, I want you to think about Fifth Third. Okay, and at Fifth Third, there is a credit card called the 1% cashback card, and and this Fifth Third will accept you if you have a FICO score that starts at 550, but you also have a relationship with Fifth Third. Okay, and 1% cashback card. This is actually a card that really is great in terms of giving you the ability to earn unlimited 1% cashback. Okay, on top of that, you have a low intro rate. So you have 0% intro APR for 15 months on purchases and balance transfers after your account opening. And after that, your variable APR actually ranges from 20% all the way to 30%. But the interesting thing about the card here is that and that's what you want to focus on, is that you have a unlimited 1% cashback on every single purchase. Every single purchase. On top of that, there is no annual fee. There are no international transaction fees, and you can redeem your cashback anytime with no minimum. So this is really good. And the card, by the way, is also contactless. So fantastic. So this card, this Fifth Third cashback card is unsecured. But if you have bad credit and you're trying to really improve your FICO score real fast, so BMO has a secured option. Fifth Third also has, okay, and they also do. So you want to think about the Fifth Third secured card. So this card actually allows you to build credit real fast, and you can start with as little as a 300 deposit into a Fifth Third Momentum savings account that earns interest, and your credit limit will be tied to your required deposit amount. And so you want to use your card responsibly and build your credit history. And so basically, you're not going to really see movements in the first 3 to 6 months, but with consistency, you should be fine. Okay, but the card actually has an annual fee. That's a bummer, but it is what it is, and I just had to say it. So the annual fee is $24. So think about it if you want to go with this card. If you're looking for TransUnion credit cards for bad credit from banks, think about U.S. Bank. And U.S. Bank has a series of credit cards that you really want to maybe contemplate. And I want to share with you a few of the secured ones, and then maybe I'll talk about the unsecured ones. So the secured ones, you have U.S. Bank Altitude Gold Secured Visa card. This is the first one, and this card allows you to earn up to 4x points while building credits. Okay, 4x points. So 4x points on dining, takeout, and restaurant delivery on your first $2,000 every quarter. 2x points at grocery stores and gas stations, EV charging stations. 2x points on streaming services. 1x point on all other eligible purchases. Plus, you have a $15 credit for annual streaming service purchases. So that's kind of cool. And then you have another card that I want to share with you. It is also a secured card. It's called the U.S. Bank Cash Plus Secured Visa card. And so the credit limits here goes from $300 to $5,000. The same thing for the first card I share with you. Now for this card, the U.S. Bank Cash Secured Plus Cash Plus Secured Visa card, you are able to build credit and earn cash back, up to 5% cash back on 2 categories you choose every quarter. 2% cash back on every category you choose every quarter, and a 1% cash back on all other eligible purchases. And the card itself has no annual fee, and the credit limit, once again, goes from $300 to $5,000. Finally, you have the secured, like the U.S. Bank Secured Visa card that allows you to enjoy no annual fee and credit building benefits. So you are able to get things done a lot fast, and you can just visit your credit score anytime, anywhere in the mobile app or online banking. So that's really fantastic. And also, it's easy to use the card, and it's free for U.S. Bank customers. So it's just better if you're a customer. And U.S. Bank wants you to have a minimum FICO score of 300 to 350 to qualify for this card. But remember that U.S. Bank also has unsecured cards. So there is a possibility for you to really qualify for unsecured cards if you have a longer relationship with U.S. Bank. So if for any reason you like, you know what, I don't want to go I don't want to go the secured credit card way. I want to go with the unsecured way. Then you wanted to start beefing up your payment history. You want to improve your payment history so that it will have an impact on your FICO score overall. If you're looking for TransUnion credit cards for bad credit from banks, I want you to think about the Huntington Bank 1.5% cashback. This is the cashback credit card. Okay, this is so the Huntington cashback credit card is a great credit card in the sense that it allows you to earn 1.5% unlimited cashback on every purchase. So can you imagine every single purchase you have a 1.5%? So there are no caps, no categories, and no annual fees. So that's really good. You get cashback for purchases in store, online, and everywhere in between. So that's really fantastic. So the biggest draw to this card is actually the unlimited cashback earning. So you're able to earn real fast, okay? And you can actually there are no annual fees or foreign fees, okay? And you really also pick how you want to be rewarded. So you can choose from automatic monthly statement credits, or you can redeem manually. And so that's really fantastic. And one thing I want to say here is that when you think about Huntington Bank, I want you to think about a very innovative bank that always brings new stuff to the market. Really fantastic. Unfortunately, they are geo-restricted. The bank itself is geo-restricted. So you have to first make sure that you are in the states where Huntington Bank actually has operations and is also, let's say, having its credit card program. So you gotta qualify not only in terms of your address, but also in terms of the kind of program that Huntington Bank is actually running at this specific time, not only in your area, but also in the surrounding areas. One thing I want to say is that when you think about possibilities, you want to think about the FICO score that starts with Huntington Bank at 525. So Huntington Bank will start looking at your application, your credit card application. If you have a FICO score that really starts at 500 and 525, that's actually the sweet spot to be in if you want them to consider your application this year. So if you are looking for TransUnion credit cards for bad credit from banks, I want you to think about Capital One. And so Capital One is actually present in 14 states. So that's good already, right? 14 states, that's really good. And you have a lot of possibilities because Capital One is a biggie when it comes to credit cards in general. Sort of similar to American Express, okay? This is a company that has invested big time in terms of the perception they're getting from the public, right? That basically they have a lot of credit cards. And one of the credit cards I want you to really pay attention to at Capital One is the Platinum MasterCard from Capital One. And here you can get the credit you need with no annual fee. You can get somewhere from like 300 all the way to 3,000 or even 5,000 to start with, okay? And so the card has no annual fee. The purchase rate is kind of high though. The APR is high. You're looking at $29.99 variable. And but the cool thing is you have the possibility to actually, if you throw this card, the possibility to have automatic credit line reviews, so you can be considered for a higher credit limit in as little as 6 months. As little as 6 months. So after 6 months to start with, Capital One will look at your account and see how they can actually work with you even on a deeper basis. So that's really cool. And so you can also set up personalized email or text reminders to help you stay on top of your account. That's for account alerts. You also have autopay. So you can set up autopay for your account and your payments will be made automatically every single month, okay? You have 24/7 access to a list of merchants that charge your Capital One card monthly, like subscriptions and bills on your account at CapitalOne.com. So again, you have a lot of flexibility with this card. And just remember, The Capital One has a series of cards, and this card is actually the lowest in their category of unsecured credit card. But if you actually use the card responsibly, you are getting, you're getting a lot of a lot of rewards, and also you are able to improve your credit score real fast because Capital One will report your payment history, your data to the credit bureau every single month. Every single month, so the credit bureaus will have access to your very good behavior, and you can increase your FICO score real fast. If you're looking for a TransUnion credit card for bad credit from banks, I want you to think about Santander. And Santander has one credit card, and it's the Santander Ultimate Cashback. Now, the FICO score requirements for this card are really the requirements are very, very flexible. So you're looking at 500 all the way to 575 to start with. That's actually the bare minimum in terms of FICO score for you to really get considered for this Santander Ultimate Cashback credit card. Okay, but if you do, if for all the reasons that I just said, you still get approved into Santander, you want to really like you are able to actually earn more rewards on every dollar you spend. Okay, and so you also are able to earn cash back. So that's really fantastic. Now, how much in terms of cash back? Well, you're looking at 3% cash back. 3% cash back. Can you imagine it? That's really high. On top of that, you have more savings in the sense that you have 0% intro APR on qualified purchases for 12 months. Really good already. I love the sound of that. You also have 0% intro APR on balance transfers for 12 months. After 12 months, your variable APR on purchases and balance transfers will be 19 to 29%. So again, this is really cool. And the balance transfer fee is actually the greater of 3% of the amount transferred, or $10. So this is something you want to think about. You also have fewer fees. So no annual fees, no foreign transaction fees, no return payment fees, no cash advance fees. So that's really cool from a flexibility point of view, but also from an affordability point of view. Okay, so that's really cool, and you are able to get things done a lot faster, especially if you actually apply properly, you can get approved. And also, please, you want to cultivate a relationship with Santander Bank. You want to really maybe open a bank account there, a savings account, a checking account there at Santander before you start applying for their card. Okay. So closing remarks into this conversation, I'll talk to you about TransUnion credit cards for bad credit from banks. And so I spoke about BMO, Regions, Fifth Third, US Bank, Huntington Bank, Capital One, and Santander. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember to stay marvelous.